sharing the screen now. I'm recording already. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to pass to you 2 documents right now for you to have them just for that. And let me see. I'm going to pass some verbal tenses, just if you want to be reviewing things. Okay, some verbal tenses. Let me see now. Okay, in this, what you will find is, this is for you to be working at home. I'm gonna connect the microphone. So, guys, this is for you to be reviewing at home. If you have doubts, you know that you can ask me. And you have, for example, the Spanish form and the English form, and you have everything is explained, what we say in here in class. You have the imperative, you've got some present tenses, okay, like the simple present, the present continuous. This is not explained with all details, okay, but this is good for you to have it, and you have everything explained. Past tenses, okay, simple past, past continuous, past with would. This is what we saw the other day, past with used to, and you have sentences translated into Spanish or into English. Okay, so this is good for you to start reviewing. What else? Future tenses, okay, with going to the present continuous and the different sentences with will have. The conditionals, veremos los condicionales, los veremos a fondo, ¿vale? Pero bueno, this is like a summary, okay? Conditionals, modal verbs también los veremos a fondo, os pasaré un PowerPoint, ¿vale? But if you want to just make equivalencies, okay, if you want to make analogies, this is good. You have modal verbs in the past. Esto todo lo veremos. Lo que pasa es que, bueno, si alguien quiere... The passive form, it is a little bit difficult for you to just see this and understand it, but it is good. And that's it. If it is of help, let me see. Okay. I'm gonna pass it to you so that you have it whenever you want. A ver, voy a ver quién está. Victoria, Alba, Noelia, Patricia, Mario, María. ¿Quién está más? Paloma y Andrea, creo, y Alba. No, Alba estaba aquí. Okay, just for me to know. That's good, okay. Las equivalencias de tiempos verbales. Y ahora os voy a pasar otra cosa. Me quedo ciega con la luz que entra aquí. A ver, voy a poner link. Vale. Lo que os voy a pasar ahora is a link for you to practice the listening, guys. For you to practice the listening. Ponéis esto en la URL de Google y podéis practicar el listening como es en el examen. Y podéis practicar el speaking. El speaking obviamente nadie os lo va a corregir, ¿vale? Pero está bien, ¿vale? Pues simplemente para que veáis la estructura del speaking. También la vamos a ver en clase, pero es para que veáis cómo en 20 minutos pues va a haber muchas preguntas, ¿vale? Lo podéis ir pasando, bueno, como queráis. Y de listening, ¿vale? Entonces os lo paso. Vale, lo he cerrado, genial. And that's it. Ok. Yo no sé si me veis bien porque, bueno, en fin.
Yes.
Yes, ok. Ahí lo tenéis. ¿Qué vamos a hacer hoy? What are we going to do today? Today, we are going to practice the reading part.
Marta.
A ver, es que tengo tantos.
Marta.
Yes.
Sorry, Victoria speaking. I was wondering if you could remove my photo from the middle of the screen, because when you show Word, I usually see my photo in the middle.
I'm going to explain this in Spanish, ¿ok? La foto, la persona que sale aquí es la última persona que habla.
Ah,
O si tenéis el micro encendido suele pasar, ¿vale?
ok.
¿Vale? Entonces, por ejemplo, si, a ver, vamos a probar que hable otra persona. A ver si se cambia.
No, me refiero a que cuando muestras un archivo de Word o algo explicativo, yo veo mi foto en medio del documento.
Sí, pero eso es simplemente porque Marta lo tiene en la pantalla. No tiene. Si te molesta, se lo digo. Marta, simplemente.
No, no es por mí, es también para el resto de alumnos, porque yo veo el Word con los links o lo que ha mostrado ahora y se ve mi foto en mitad.
Vale, bueno, pues no te preocupes. Ya lo. Mira,
O sea,
ahora.
¿os referís como cuando aquí sale Jorge
Sí,
ahora?
sí.
Exactamente.
Vale, vale. Siempre sale el que habla el último.
Ok,
O si tenéis el micrófono y suena algún ruido, aunque no estéis hablando, también se os ve, ¿vale?
ok, thank you.
Ok. I can do, por ejemplo, como ahora. Entonces, yo lo tengo esto así normalmente porque, ok, more easily. But if not, I will do that, so don't worry. No pasa nada.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so guys, today what we're going to do is that we're going to work on the reading part. ¿Veis? Es que sale todo el rato. No os preocupéis. O sea, si te molesta, lo quito todo el rato, pero vamos, que no creo que a la gente le moleste. Vamos a trabajar el reading. Okay. And this is a part that is going to take 30 minutes, okay, in the exam. What are you going to do? First, you have the informal email, okay, and you have multiple choice, okay. So you choose the answer which best fits in here, okay, in the first exercise. In the second, you've got a story, okay, and you have to make a meaningful whole. This means that you have to order the paragraphs so that you make a story, okay? This is sequencing. In the task 3, you have you have gaps that you have to fill in. Gaps son los huecos. And you have words. Normally, you've got extra words, okay? So, when you have extra words, I think it is going to be 3, no more than that. Okay, so I want you to put this into the gaps. In the exam, you're going to find the same. Aquí, bueno, pues podéis decir el 6A o lo que sea, ¿vale? En el examen esto se desplazará, ¿vale? Esto lo cogéis, pum, y se pega aquí, ¿vale? Y luego se puede volver a mover, okay, just for you to know in the exam. So a reading task is 3, is this completing this. And then in task 4, you have to match headings. What is a heading? It is a title, okay, and you've got paragraphs. So you have to associate one heading to the paragraph, to the corresponding paragraph. Why do you know which paragraph corresponds to which heading? Because you are going to know, because you will find some piece of evidence in the paragraph. Okay, so guys, what I want you to do is that you do it. I'm going to give you 30 minutes, no more than that. Esto es un examen real. Esto es un examen que ha salido, ¿vale? Entonces, nada, son 30 minutos, 4 ejercicios, ¿vale? Quiero que veáis if you have time enough to do it, if you have doubts, what kind of vocabulary it is going to appear, because it is random, okay? Any kind of vocabulary can appear. And if you don't know words, you can ask me later, okay? Or you just can find them on Word reference. So I'm going to pass the document and I'm going to give you time. Okay. So I'm going to give you time and APTIS General reading part. This is it. Okay. So I'm giving you time, guys, and that's it.
Marta, hello. Marta, hello. Matching ingredients. Vale, ahora sí. Dear Kyoshin. And so much hash. Change it. Ah. Change it. 2. My mom said that you were applying for a job in a hotel, so she asked me to write and give you an advice based on my experiences. Tres, cuatro, cinco. How
Okay, so you had time enough to complete it. So this is good. This is positive because, well, you can practice with the time and so on. In the exam, you will see a clock, okay? So don't worry about it. Let's see. How can I make it? Okay. The first, well, I'm going to be reading it. Dear cousin, how are you? We haven't seen each other in ages and so much has changed. Okay, in the past year, my mom said that you were applying for a job. Apply for a job es solicitar un trabajo, echar un currículum, ¿no? Apply for a job in a hotel in Spain. So she asked me to write and give you some tips. Tips is consejo, okay? And advice on my experiences. Firstly, it is important to show the manager how well you speak English and Spanish because you will need both languages to work on the reception desk. Secondly, you should show them how organized you are as you will be making bookings, reservas, and doing many other tasks. Task is activity, okay, at the same time. Finally, to be a good receptionist, you need to be friendly and helpful, so demonstrate this in the interview. Good luck, and I hope you get the job, Matilda. Okay, so those are the answers, and this is the structure of an informal email. Well is an adverb. Patricia, well is the adverb, and you cannot say how good, because good is an adjective. Okay, so how well, how quickly, okay? Okay, guys, just correct and be ticking. If you want, you can be ticking your answers, okay, so that then you can count them. Okay, my terrible first day. This was, well, ordering the sentences so that they form a meaningful whole, okay? So what you are doing here is just ordering, okay? So guys, the first is my first day, so this is number 1. I know. Okay, this is number 1. My first day at work didn't go very well. Okay, second, E, okay, this is second. The first thing to go wrong was that my alarm didn't go off. Go off es sonar. Es un phrasal verb. Un phrasal verb es un verbo y un adverbio. Y significan pues algo que tenemos que estudiar de memoria, ¿vale? Go off puede ser bajarse de un sitio, pero también sonar, si es una alarma, ¿vale? So my alarm didn't go off, es mi alarma no sonó. Mi despertador no sonó, ¿vale? And so I had to rush out, darse prisa, off the door without having any breakfast. Recordad lo que os dije, ponemos ing detrás de una preposición. Okay. F. Let me see. Let me read this. So 3 is B, okay? B, I got into. Get into is entrar, subir al coche, okay? I got into my car, started the engine and set off in the direction of my new offices. Set off es partir, ¿vale? En el sentido de un viaje. ¿Vale? 1A, 2E, 3B. 4F. I I immediately ran into a huge traffic jam. I sat in my car sweating and panicking about the bad impression I was going to make. Run into, encontrarse, tropezarse con algo o encontrarse sin esperarlo. Y traffic jam es tráfico, atasco. Perdón, traffic jam es atasco, no es lo mismo que tráfico, atasco, ¿vale? Okay, let's see. 5D. When I finally arrived, my new boss immediately called me into her office. This is invite me to enter. Invite me to enter. Okay. For F, 5D, 6G, she angrily told me that employees were expected to be punctual. ¿Veis cómo se escribe punctual? Con C, puntual. And warned me not to be late again. And the last one is 7. I spent the rest of my day trying to show her that I was a hard worker and a model employee. Employee es empleado, employer es jefe, ¿vale? Repito, 1A, 2E, 3B, 4F, 5D, 6G, 7C, ¿vale? Entonces lo hemos ordenado de tal forma que ya es una historia. Esa es la segunda parte, ¿vale? Estamos poniendo en práctica lo que os pasé de estructura de APTIS general. Si habéis leído esto que os pasé, pues estamos haciendo el reading, ¿vale? Y os he dado, bueno, al final lo habéis hecho antes, ¿vale? Pues aquí tenéis todo, solo que ahora lo estamos poniendo en práctica, ¿vale? Good. Gap fills. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to read these. I'm going to tell you the gaps. 1B. 1B. Largest. It says the largest by area. Largest es más amplio, ¿no? 2 is D, which is populous. Populous is crowded, okay, full of people. This is 2. 3E, okay, it says blah, blah, million residents respectivamente, okay? Then we've got 4, which is economy. Okay, 4 is C. 5 is F, billion. Okay. 6 is G. This is metropolitan area. And the last one is A, the largest companies by market capitalization. Okay, I repeat. 1B, 2D, 3E, 4C, 5F, 6G, 7A. Okay, be ticking, guys. Be ticking. And now we're going to correct the last. Okay. So 0 is A. You've got this is already 0 because it says quinoa and its relatives. So the relative is the quechua flowering plant, okay? In 1 is G, okay, because they are describing the characteristics. No, sorry, this is not G. Sorry. Forget about it. This is the important of the crop to ancient tribes because you have this evidence, ¿vale? Voy a subrayar también la evidencia, ¿no? De por qué es esto. Ancient tribes, so they are talking about another era, so you have the years, the different peoples, and so on. 1E. 2G. 2G. This is the characteristics of the botanic plant because, well, you know, you have the names in Latin and so on. So this is the characteristics, how the leaves are, and the height, where they are planted and so on. Okay. 3. Let me remember the group. The conditions. So it is B, the climatic requirements for its production. Why? Because it says for optimal growing conditions. Okay. Regions with temperatures that, okay, so the requirements for planting this plant, okay, for this plant to grow is that, well, it has to be at a certain temperature and so on. Okay, so 3 is B. 4 is C, the complexities of its harvesting. Okay, the complexity, well, it is hand-picked. Harvesting es la cosecha, okay? So it is hand-picked. This complicates mechanization because of the maturity period and all of this, okay? So this is not difficult because you can find the evidence. 5, guys, 5 is F, an increasingly profitable alternative, more profitable to other grains, okay, because it says that the crop values has risen, el valor del cultivo se ha elevado, ¿vale? Why? Because it's more commonly consumed, se consume más. Okay, that's it, because it is more profitable, and it is talking about prices. Okay, the price in dollars, okay, with the 10%, with the percentages and so on. So this is the price, okay? Six. 6 is D. Okay, the effects on growers of rising demand. So we have that we have a reduced affordability, okay, and that the farming, it is talking about the farming and the poor populations, okay. And the last one, it is the G is whatever. So this is a possible replacement for prohibited grains in certain, well, religions or so. The last one is I, and it says it's a substitute. Substitute is a synonym for replacement. Reemplazamiento, sustituto. Okay, so that's it for the Jewish culture. So for some communities. Okay, so guys, I'm going to repeat this last part. 1E, 2G, 3B, 4C, 5F, 6D, 7I. Okay, so let me think, Mario. Let me think. A ver, ¿cuántas tenemos aquí? Es que no sé si viene. A ver, dejadme que haga con la calculadora una cosa. Voy a sumarlas. Para aprobar, ya dijimos que no era aprobar o suspender, ¿vale? Sino que sí, siempre vais a tener una nota, o el A1, o A2, B1 o B2. Si queremos el B2, tendríamos que sacar, pues, a ver, dejadme ver un momento, 5 más, bueno, esto lo hago de cabeza, más 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, más 7 son 12, aquí cuántos son, 7 también, 12 más 19, y aquí cuántos son, 7, son 26. Pues 26, para sacar un B2 tendrás que sacar 23. Ok, more or less. 23, 24, ¿vale? Para sacar un B1, pues puedes sacar 20. ¿Ok? O sea, chicos, no vais a suspender o aprobar el examen, ¿vale? Vais a sacar el nivel que queréis o el que no queréis. ¿Ok? Porque si se os da fatal, sacaréis el A1. O sea, no es como, ay, he suspendido. Claro, no habréis sacado el que querríais, ¿vale? Así que normalmente para el B2 es restarle pues 3 o 5 puntos a la suma total, ¿vale? Si son 26, pues en este caso 3. Si tenéis 50 para un... Ay, 50 para un B2 son 45, creo. O sea, de la parte de Grammar and Vocabulary. ¿Ok? Podéis fallar y ya sabéis, podéis tener B1, 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 B2, pero se pueden compensar las partes. ¿Ok? So that was it, guys. What is your feeling? I mean, you had time, tiempo habéis tenido, pero what is your feeling about? Is it difficult? Is it easy? Is it normal? What is your opinion about this, guys? You can talk or you write it. Easy, difficult?
Hi, Victoria speaking. I think that it is not
Okay.
difficult, but we have a lot of information in the pages.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not difficult, but there is a lot of text, a lot of
Okay. Yes.
information.
Many things to do.
And
Many
then we
things.
have to think very quickly to answer all the exercises.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good. Very good.
The most difficult for me, it was reading task 3. Gap fills, because we have 7 questions, but 7, 8, 9, but 11 possibilities.
Yeah, 3 extras.
Yeah,
Okay.
and this is for me the reading task more difficult.
Okay, we will keep on practicing that. Don't worry about practicing because, guys, we are going to practice a lot. Okay, for Victoria, it's maybe task 3. Normal, Mario says. Task 1. Normal, for me, task 3. Task 1, I'm surprised because this should be like the easiest. Se supone, chicos, que van del 1. Sería el más fácil y el 4 sería como el más difícil, ¿no? El 4 en verdad no es más difícil porque tenéis mucho texto, pero luego veis, se saca la evidencia fácil. Quizás a lo mejor coincidiría con los que decís que el más, no difícil, sino que tenéis más extras, sería el 3. Normal, task 3, Patricia says. Andrea and Alvar writing. Sí, Andrea, yes, this is true. This is true. It is easier to get the B1, of course, than the B2, because B2 is higher. Tenemos el A1, luego A2, luego B1 y luego B2. El más alto es el B2, así que sí, es más fácil el B1. Pero bueno, quedan 2 meses. A ver, chicos, dadle caña al chat. Andrea is writing. So yes, guys, yes. Luego es que no siempre se contabiliza con los puntos, sino en plan dependiendo también, bueno, en el writing, eso ya lo veremos en el writing, no os voy a explicar eso ahora. For me, task 4. Task 3 for me too. Es que el texto del 3 era horrible, la verdad. Y bueno, Task 4 tendría que ser el más difícil, el Task 4. Pero yo creo que en el Task 4 se puede... O sea, es mucho texto, chicos, pero es que en verdad ni hace falta... O sea, no os estoy diciendo... Cuidado, no os estoy diciendo que no os leáis el texto. Pero sí que es verdad que se puede suponer todo, ¿no? Por ejemplo, con lo que yo os he subrayado. Okay, so let me see. Noelia is writing. Task 3, okay. For Mario, it was task 1. Well, at least it's multiple choice. Let me see. Vale, os he pasado esto. Let's see what Noelia says. And we'll do another thing. Bueno, todo esto lo vamos a practicar más. Vamos a hacer de todos los exámenes estos, ¿ok? Now we're going to work on some idioms. Or expressions, okay, in multiple choice, okay. This is good for you to understand more and to have more vocabulary in general, okay. So just simply more idioms, and I'm going to give you some time to do it, and then I will translate the idioms into Spanish, and I will give you some other equivalents in English. In English and in Spanish. I think that you have to read very fast and you have... Yes, you have to go very fast. Es como, chicos, en el examen de Grammar and Vocabulary vais a tener 30 segundos por pregunta. Son 50 preguntas en 25 minutos. Entonces, claro, te la tienes que saber. Y si no te la sabes en ese momento, pues te la tienes que inventar. No puedes pensar mucho, eso es verdad. Te lo tienes que saber así, pum, 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 pum. This is true. So we're going to try to practice all of these. Why not? Okay, guys, so this is use of English. Use of English is like the grammar part of any exam. Vamos a practicar un poco ahora la parte de gramática y vocabulario. Os voy a dar unas expresiones. I'm going to pass it. And I'm going to give you time. I'm going to explain it firstly. Quiero que hagáis las primeras 5. ¿Vale? Las primeras 5. Tenemos, leéis el enunciado, you read the statement, and the expression, okay, is in bold. And you choose A, B, C, or D, trying to convey what the idiom says, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just that.
Hola, estoy teniendo problemas para abrir mi Word, así que creo que no lo voy a poder hacer porque tengo que reiniciar el ordenador. Así que lo haré después, ¿vale?
Okay. Okay, guys. So, this is to implement your vocabulary. We will see expressions many days of the course. Okay. So I'm going to be reading and giving you the answer. Okay. So. One, after going to the park, the mall, and the movies, the mall is a shopping center. In American English, we say the mall, okay, is the shopping center, and the movies is the cinema, okay, in American English. Casey was sick of bending over backwards to entertain her nieces, so it is letter C. Because bending over backwards is to make a really big effort. Okay, if you want to learn expression like this, you should learn it in the infinitive. Okay, to bend over backwards like that. Okay, so this means dejarse la piel. Okay, to make a really big effort. So she was trying very hard. Okay. Yes, nice. Bobby would have been playing ball until the cows came home if it hadn't been for Susie dragging him home for dinner. Drag es arrastrar, ¿vale? Le arrastró a casa, ¿vale? Metafóricamente, ¿ok? So, until the cows come home, hasta que las ranas críen pelo, so it is D, so he would have continued playing. So, for a long time. Okay. 3. Let's see 3. Mr. Johnson was very particular about the arrangement of his classroom, so the thing he hated most was when his students caused a ruckus with their wild horseplay. So guys, ruckus is trouble, okay? With the wild horseplay, this is letter C, okay? This is letter C because it says wrestling around, they were wrestle around. To make a horseplay is to make a mess, to wrestle around, liarla, montarla, ¿vale? Los chavales la estaban liando, la estaban montando, ¿ok? Okay. 4. Eric wanted to fix his cousin's computer, but he was already having problems setting up his own Wi-Fi network, and he didn't want to open a whole new can of worms. Set up is, aquí es instalar el wifi, ¿no? Instalar la red wifi. Pero setup también puede ser establecer o montar un negocio. Set up a business, montar un negocio, for example, okay? And to open a whole new can of worms is to make things worse. To make things worse is D, okay? That he was not ready to begin working on a complicated new problem because he was already having problems doing another thing. So that is why. That's the reason why. Okay, and the last one that we had to do for now, it is, even though Kendens already had a new job, she submitted her 2-week notice con 2 semanas de antelación, and conducted herself in a professional way at her old job because she didn't want to burn bridges, is letter A, okay, Candace didn't want to ruin her positive relationship with her old employer. Ha salido ya esta palabra y hemos dicho que employer era jefe y employee con doble E es empleado, ¿ok? And to burn bridges means quemar puentes, literalmente es quedar mal, ¿ok? To burn bridges. She didn't want to burn bridges, ella no quería quedar mal, ¿ok? O quemar puentes en el sentido de, well, this is the same in Spanish, so I don't have to explain anything. Okay, guys? So those are expressions that are going to appear little by little. Are they going to be in the exam? La expresión 4, su significado, Patricia, en español no tenemos un equivalente, ¿vale? Entonces, to open a whole new can of worms is to make things worse. I can give you like the another synonym for the expression, but in Spanish, bueno, si a alguien se le ocurre, que lo ponga por el chat o lo diga. Cuando ya estás haciendo algo mal y quieres empezar otra cosa, pues mejor no hacerlo. Something like that, guys. No, I don't come up with the word. Si existe la expresión en español, no lo sé. The meaning is to make things worse. Okay, you're welcome. If someone knows, just literally abrir una nueva lata es can como sustantivo de gusanos. Es cuando ya no puedes hacer más cosas porque entonces te van a salir mal. Algo así, ¿vale? Pero no sé si hay una expresión o un proverbio en español. Okay, guys, so I'm going to ask you to do sí, Patricia. Esto caería en la parte de vocabulario o simplemente estas expresiones pues pueden estar en el writing o incluso vosotros las podéis utilizar, la que más os guste, os quedáis con una, no hace falta aprenderse las 10. Ya os digo, vuestro examen es más de, se me ha ido la palabra en español, reconocer antes de saber, porque como siempre es multiple choice, si reconocéis estas expresiones, pues genial. Y os podéis aprender, por ejemplo, 2 de memoria, de todas las 10, por ejemplo, o una, y utilizarla en el speaking, por ejemplo, o para el writing. Porque, por ejemplo, to bend over backwards es hacer un gran esfuerzo. Entonces, eso a lo mejor lo podemos colar en cualquier cosa. Eso ya veremos cuando os dé trucos para el speaking, que eso ya haremos una clase. Ok. Para el 4 puedes sacar a la luz una situación, pero a ver. Romper la caja de Pandora, me gusta, me la apunto. Me la apunto, Victoria. Sí. Sí. Very good. Very good, guys. A veces podrían no tener equivalentes. Por ejemplo, es como si me dicen, Marta, ¿y cómo se dice en abril aguas mil en inglés? Pues eso no existe. No existe porque allí llueve más, llueve siempre. Entonces no existe en abril aguas mil. ¿Me entendéis, no? Que depende de la cultura, a lo mejor no existe. Así que bueno, chiquis, os dejo aquí. Homework. Venga, lo hacemos en clase, no. En casa ya tenéis, for homework, if you want to have homework, you have the equivalency, the link. So I'm not going to ask you to do this. We will finish this the following day. Okay, so guys, have a nice week and see you next day. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.